Lee, how's the preparation gone going into this week, our first league game of the season?
It's been interesting. There's been some good, there's been some really good in terms of converting the work permits in time, and there's been some bad in terms of power cuts that we've had today at the training ground. But yeah, these challenges are being thrown at us, and obviously we've had a couple of injuries along the way as well. But saying that, we're really positive going into the first game of the season. Looking forward to it. We'll have a strong 11, strong bench, and yeah, all excitement and positivity is there.
Yeah, you touched upon the work permits there. Obviously, Marianne Chabraya and Ellie Yuan can both play this weekend. How much of a boost is that, and are they fit enough to make a start?
Yes, it's a big boost for us. You know, it gives us balance, obviously, with a left footer in Marianne, and speed, you know, in the front line with Ellie. So I think that, do I feel confident in them starting and finishing 90 minutes? Absolutely. You know, we prepared the lads well physically. Everything has been building up to that sort of crescendo, which is this first game of the season, and we're looking to ping the lids and come out really, really bright.
Yeah, you've obviously brought a number of players in over the transfer window. How has that kind of bedding process gone for you so far?
It's been good. You know, we're bedding in on all levels. You know, tactically we're trying to bed the lads in, like emotionally we're trying to bed them in. We're trying to get them fixed up in their properties. You know, some of them haven't got bank accounts yet, and we're having to lend them money and bits and bobs like that. But the organisational piece is there, and the focus has to be obviously on performing on the pitch as they cross the white line. So I think that side of it's gone really well. I'm very confident that we'll be cohesive going out into the first game of the season, and the lads need to bring their A game and bring that personal quality that they've got to the performance.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of players out injured as well, which limited your options, obviously, earlier on since we returned to pre-season. How are we looking team news-wise? David Marshall, Aidan McGeady?
Yeah, well, McGeady's unfortunately had a scan and is going to be out for a period of time. It's disappointing, you know, he worked so hard over the summer, worked so hard to become fit, to get rid of that rustiness of not playing for 6 months, but unfortunately the knee's just been aggravated again. I don't want to put a time scale on it at the moment, but disappointing for him, disappointing for us. Also an opportunity for somebody else to step into that, and I do feel like we've got enough options. Dimitri Mitchell is now back in and around it, which is great to see. Obviously Henderson's been playing there, we've got Tavares, Melkerson's been doing well in a wide job, so I feel like we've got enough cover. May look to add one in that forward area of the pitch, but we'll have to see if something comes available that suits. In terms of the other injuries, Paul Hanlon's been training, which is good, maybe not quite ready for the weekend, and Jake Doyle-Hayes is back in the fray, and David Marshall is over his sickness bug. So yeah, we're moving into, like I say, the first game of the season, I think with a strong start 11 and a strong bench.
Yeah, it must be nice for you to have those players available now, because before it has been very much a case of looking at the development players and those younger ones obviously to fill the bench and to see whether they can make it this year.
Yeah, well, it hasn't been ideal preparation, but I think we've talked about that. We've talked about that publicly in terms of where we are at this moment in time. But the focus has always been building up to this sort of first game of the league season. This is our bread and butter, and we need to make sure that we put on a really good performance in what I hear is going to be an outstanding sort of travelling contingent.
Yeah, talking about that travelling contingent then, over 2,500 tickets sold, more are still on sale, but that's an amazing backing, isn't it?
Yeah, can't wait, and obviously we're looking forward to, like I say, building that rapport, and it's a great way to start. But there's a lot of excitement on the pitch, and you know, we need to make sure that we deliver, of course, but we also need the backing of everybody, and that's certainly been here so far, and looking forward to what I believe can be a really successful season.
Yeah, obviously we're taking on St Johnstone. What do you expect from them in terms of style?
Yeah, well, listen, they're a strong, organised side. You know, obviously they've got players that have been at Hibs in the past, the likes of, as we know, all about Jamie Murphy and his qualities. I think they've got a really strong back line, like in a physical sense. And of course, they've got threats. Any team at this level is going to have threats. It'll be a tough game for us, but we've got to show enough respect that we understand their strengths, but also really make sure that we take the game to the opposition, whether it be St Johnstone or anybody else in the division.
How important is a positive start to this campaign?
Yeah, performances are always important. You're always at the mercy of one result, but a consistency of performance for me becomes the key. And the harder you train, the luckier you get, in the sense where you turn those little moments that are so important in games into your favour. And whether that's a tackle, whether that's a lung bursting run, whether that's a confidence to go past somebody, whether that's a cohesive technical or tactical move, then that's the difference often in games at this level. So we have to be on it. We have to be on it at all times, because everybody's got threats, and of course everybody's got weaknesses, and we need to expose them. Yeah,
and obviously we released our captaincy choices for this campaign. Just talk us through those.
Yeah, I mean, look, David Marshall, since I've been in the building, has been outstanding. His career that he's had to date, his captaincy roles at his previous clubs, the way he speaks to the players, obviously the strong voice and good communication from behind the defence, all became a part of it. Paul Hanlon, another player that's a club stalwart, if you like, fully respected within the club, takes a very important role to be the daddy, if you like, of the team and the squad. Good knowledge of the fan base, of the club, of the intricacies, of the supporters and everything that goes along with that. And Ryan Porteous, we believe, has got strong leadership qualities in the making. Yes, he needs to be nurtured. We need to control that will to win in terms of like a controlled aggression. But he has all the attributes to be a top leader one day. And I think we need to start giving him that responsibility and, like I say, nurture those qualities.
Absolutely, Lee. Thank you for speaking to us, and good luck.
Thank you. Cheers.